Hey guys, it's Sharon from Digital Nomad Quest.
And this is Sean with Everything REI.
And in this video, we're going to talk about how we purchased 20 units together. Yay! And we're also going to talk about what we've done this year and what we are planning to do for the rest of the year. So with Q1 of this year, we've actually been moving pretty quickly. So we started the year off with 14 units and now we've gone to 20 units. So we purchased 2 single family homes together. And then I got this package deal of 4, which was really interesting. It was 2 single family homes and 1 duplex, and that finally closed pretty recently. So I'm very excited about it. It's pretty cool to have gone 20 units so far. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, it's very awesome that we're able to scale so quickly.
I know, right?
So we launched our course, Remote Rental Riches, where we've had several hundred students take the course, and it's been very exciting because we got to see them grow from knowing absolutely nothing about real estate investing to some of them even buying their first properties. So that's very quick. Within that short time frame, they've actually taken the course, implemented the strategies, and then now have closed on their very first rental property. So very exciting to see that going forward.
How do you feel about our YouTube channels and stuff like that lately?
Yeah, YouTube has been pretty interesting. You know, obviously yours has grown. You're at like 17K now. I'm currently at 3.38 thousand, so a little bit behind you, but it's still been growing pretty steadily. How about you? How do you feel about your social media channels?
I feel like I haven't been tracking the numbers like crazy, but it is cool to see it grow. And I feel like I've been way more intentional about the types of content I'm putting out, because as my Instagram and TikTok grew, I kind of started realizing what my audience wants to see. I've just been trying to spend more time figuring out what type of content to create. And it seems like most of you guys like the investing content and the money related content. So whenever I talk more about like entrepreneurship, growing a personal brand, it seems less appealing to you guys. So the more I kind of understand what you guys are looking for, the more I can tailor it to what you guys want. So that's mainly my focus lately, that I just want to be more intentional about how I push out content, and I feel like the rest will follow. So as long as I'm providing value for you guys, I'm happy.
So like you heard, if you guys want to hear something in particular, leave a comment down below with what you guys want to learn, and she'll be happy to talk about that subject in full detail. And on that topic, one of the things that we actually started experimenting this past year are lives. So we did a lot of Clubhouse sessions earlier this year. We spoke on panels, we hosted our own events. And honestly, what are your thoughts on Clubhouse so far?
Yeah, I mean, for an introverted person like me, I kind of started doing it less and less because I feel like I get all nervous when I do it. And I did host those 2 big panels that like hundreds of people came, and it was really cool, giving value. But it is a lot of work kind of organizing all the different big players. Actually, you know, Nate O'Brien appeared on both of them. We had a lot of other big YouTube influencers come, and it's just a lot of work to like organize those things and then like host, you know, basically 2-hour sessions or even longer sometimes. So I'm doing it less. I've been getting into BitClout more, like, you know, we've been talking about, but I still feel like my main things are, you know, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. I think YouTube is where I can provide the most value because I'm able to talk longer on these videos versus the short form videos.
Honestly, when it comes to live format though, I prefer it when we're doing it on your channel, like when we do it with your Instagram or your TikTok base, because first of all, they know who you are, you're asking relevant questions to you directly instead of to just like this panel of random people.
Yeah, so we have been doing a lot of Instagram lives. We did a few TikTok lives, but we haven't been doing it as much. But hopefully we can start moving into YouTube streaming as well in the future. But I think overall, as we're back on the topic of like what we've done this year, I think we've grown our brand a lot by, you know, connecting with our audiences more on lives, you know, launching a course where we can give you a step-by-step curriculum to getting your first property. And I feel like a lot of people were asking for that. And it's so awesome to see the DMs come in saying, oh my God, I got my first property. I took the action steps that you guys told us about. And it's just so like fulfilling to see that. It's just great to kind of grow our brand more and create the different products that you guys are asking for. And then in terms of investing goals, like we've really grown exponentially, in my opinion, that we have so many cash flowing rental properties. And so recapping on Q1 of this year, I feel like we really did a good job. It kind of slowed down, I feel like, for me at least, this past month. Like sometimes I'll get waves of motivation and then waves of like tired and burnt out. But I think that comes with anything when it comes to like content creation. It just happens. So it's okay. And you know, moving forward, like let's talk about our future goals for this year. What do we plan on accomplishing this year?
I think the big goal for this year is to increase our rental portfolio from 20 units in total to buying another 20 unit apartment complex, doubling our total rental portfolio to 40 units. That's going to be the big stretch goal. We have already been in contact with some amazing brokers in some of our target markets to start sending us deals for any multifamily properties that fit our buying criteria. We've also secured financing so that when we do find that great deal, we know how much we can buy for that kind of property.
Yeah, so it's really exciting. We have the 20 units, but because we're getting individual properties, it is becoming a lot to handle. So we're looking into commercial multifamily because we think we can increase our portfolio a lot quicker, as well as like move into that area and learn a lot more as well. So I think it'll be a really interesting journey, and we'll definitely be reporting our findings here. It doesn't mean that we're going to stop investing in smaller single family properties or smaller multifamily. I think there's still great ways to increase your portfolio, but we're just also trying to look at different things. I've been also kind of learning more about flipping. So, you've done it before. So I think we're going to try to get a flip possibly this year as well. So those are our two, I think, real estate goals. Actually, we have three, I think. So one is getting the commercial multifamily. Second is flipping. And then third, I think we want to start visiting our properties out of state once COVID lifts. And we want to like renovate alongside with contractors in the future so we can start learning more about the process.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of our main goals to do actually in Q1. But then since the COVID pandemic got a little bit worse in early January, and we were saying, we can just wait till we get vaccinated. So that'll happen pretty soon. And once we get that, we will feel very free to just go travel and, again, work alongside our contractors and take a trip to the East Coast. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, now that we covered the real estate goals, what are our goals for our online business going forward?
Yeah, so one of the things that we do want to accomplish this year is we want to create an ebook for you guys that kind of talks about money management. And I think a lot of people ask me like, how do I start investing? Or how do I save enough money to start doing what you're doing? Or what kind of side hustles can I start? And I feel like these are some questions we want to start covering in this book to get you from knowing like nothing to starting to be more experienced with your personal finance. Do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I would say a lot of the people who follow her on Instagram and TikTok ask very similar questions. So this is going to be a full comprehensive guide. So instead of having to go through several different YouTube videos and find everything piecemeal, it's going to be right there for you all in one nice package. So we're working really hard on this book to just give you all of our information regarding personal finances. And so hopefully this gets you from a place where you might not be financially stable to a place where you're thriving and flourishing because you know the information going forward.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that every time my followers start asking me these questions, I can take note of it and start seeing what kind of products we can create. Because as I'm building this brand, I'm realizing kind of like my higher mission that I want to start helping people become more financially literate in all sides of the spectrum, I think. So I remember my friend asked me like, who's your target demographic? And it was kind of hard to pinpoint because I want it to be something where it's just this educational resource for any age for, we have a bunch of different types of people from different backgrounds, from different ages who ask us questions. There's teenagers who are like, how do I get started? There's older folks that like want to get into investing as well. So we just want to help all different people. And like the more we're doing this, the more we're like, okay, this is our purpose. This is what we want to do. And as we're building out our products and our content, I feel like we have a place for everyone because you can access the free content. You can access the free YouTube videos, our podcast episodes, our blog posts and stuff like that. So if you want the free content, you can check that. But then like we're trying to give you also the step-by-step guides with these different products. So when we're doing this, we're really putting ourselves in your guys' shoes of like, what do you guys really want to know and how can we take you from A to B? And it's really cool building out these products. And let's get back to those online business goals. So aside from our products, our step-by-step products, are there any other goals that you want to hit?
Yeah, I would say that we should just be more intentional about our free content, make videos that are relevant that people actually want to watch, and hopefully grow our platforms through there. So when it comes to creating content, are you going to change your direction or are you going to focus on certain things? What are you going to be doing going forward?
So what I mentioned earlier was that it seems like more people like the money stuff, the finance stuff, the investing stuff that I talk about. And if I do talk about entrepreneurship, it has to come from a money standpoint, it sounds like, for people to really be engaged with it, of like, oh, how can I start making X amount per month from the side hustle, right? So knowing that, it also seems like a lot of people are asking how to get into investing earlier. And with real estate, it does take some capital, right? But with stocks and, investing in ETFs and index funds, you don't have to have a ton of money to start investing. So with my content, I do plan on starting to talk more about investing in ETF stocks and index funds and stuff like that. So look forward to more content around investing in stocks as well as everything I've been talking about.
Yeah, I mean, in the meantime, we're also trying small things like here and there, right? Maybe investing in some different crypto things, maybe investing more into BitCloud or some of these newer technologies. I mean, they're interesting and they're fun to talk about. So that might be something going forward as well.
Yeah, look forward to our little experiments. We're probably going to be like, hey, I invested 500 here and here and here. And you guys can check out the outcomes. It might be interesting for you guys to see the progress of what happens. Lastly, maybe we could talk about our for fun goals, I guess. So I've been talking about travel like nonstop during the pandemic because I feel like you get the travel bug even more when you are forced to be inside. And, I quit my job and traveled the world for 2 years. So like, obviously it's something I think about constantly. So are we going to be able to travel or not?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're going to get vaccinated. We've already signed up for a few conferences that we booked like 2 years ago. And finally, they're going to be open again this year. And we're going to go travel to visit some of our properties over in the East Coast. We might travel overseas to like other countries. Yeah. It's going to be fun.
We still work like full time, so we're trying to see how remote we can be, especially with his position. He's a hard money lender. He takes a lot of calls all the time, even at night, and I'm trying to like hang out with him, but he's like, hello, blah, blah, blah. So, if we travel to Europe, I feel like he's going to be taking calls at like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. So it's like, we got to figure out what could work, but I'm telling him, don't kill my dreams. Like, I want to be able to do this digital nomading moving forward. I talked about coming back here, but I feel like it's still something that I want to incorporate into my life in the future. Even when I have a kid and stuff like that, maybe we can figure out how to do it as a family. But I feel like before I have a kid is especially when we can be doing these things. So we need to figure that out.
That's true. Yes, that's true.
You gotta let me do it.
That's right. You gotta go.
We gotta go.
You gotta go. I heard on a podcast, like, don't put off the important stuff because you're always going to be busy no matter when. So just take the time, do your thing, and then work and stuff will take care of itself in the future.
It's definitely harder, I feel like, in a relationship too, because it's like we have different like needs and we have different things going on, and we like, for him, digital nomading is not as big of a deal, but then for me it is. I want to be able to have that freedom. A lot of it is like the freedom aspect. I don't want to feel like restricted to anything. I want to be able to leave when I want to leave, right? So like, what do you think? Do you feel like it's hard?
I'm good with a 2-week vacation. She wants 2 to 3 months, so we'll see. I don't know, like I'll definitely try it. She's the boss, right?
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I feel like that's mainly. Do you have any other for fun things you want to accomplish by the end of this year?
The gyms have just opened up again, so I am trying to work out like crazy. I need it. Like, it's good for my mental health to work out pretty often.
Well, it's good because you like drag me there.
And I drag her to the gym now too.
And that's what I'm saying about relationships, though. It's like we feed off each other, and if I get lazy, he becomes lazier. He told me that he like didn't drink soda until he met me. But then it happens both ways. Like, I see you playing video games, and then I start playing video games.
But I didn't play video games until I met you, too.
Okay, why you gotta make me sound like terrible? There's probably other things.
Don't worry, it's all fun.
Hey, I'm a positive influence. Yes. Okay. Well, I think that wraps it up for this episode. And that kind of talks a little bit about our future goals for 2021. We'd love to hear what you guys have planned for the rest of the year. Let us know what your goals are in the comments below. If you guys like this video, smash the like button. Subscribe to both of our channels. So I talk about financial freedom, passive income, investing.
And I'm more focused on real estate investing and how to generate wealth through that investing strategy.
But I think what we both do, it all ties in together. So definitely follow both of our channels. Subscribe, hit the bell button to be notified of our latest videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one.
See ya.